everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call him Chaucer, cause I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. After the opening kick, Monday Night Primetime is underway. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. This is Jacory Crosby-Merritt, in it for the first time. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Attack! Hey, rip lift!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Crosby-Merritt straight ahead. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Forced that to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after, looks like a yard gain. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down give to Crosby-Merritt. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified. Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. First carry now is his Bashal Tu'u. Drop stops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, Lion!
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. He's got room to roll. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch their early lead to 9. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs go up 10-zip here in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds his running back as his Bashal Tutin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Tutin gets it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, takes more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take a away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Handoff right side for Koski Merritt. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running once again with Koski Merritt. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here he goes, third and long. Screen pass here for Koski Merritt. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
For the Chiefs field goal. A 59-yard.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Lisa 24.
Hand off to Tootin. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. First and 10 from the 43. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
On red. Here we go.
Zone read, they'll give it to Tootin. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards too. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 12.
Hey, lion.
At the 32-yard line.
Tomato.
They'll go again here with Tootin. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12.
Red 23.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Little knocks it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, a big risk. No surprise here. They intercept it. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when you're...
Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a one-score game before halftime. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Prosky Merritt. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the air, Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 2 yards there.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. It's going to be dropped off for Prosky Merritt. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying some time left. He's going for it himself. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Buys time, rolling right. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive. Put them into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. They've got the block near midfield.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
So here comes the kicking unit. I cannot believe they're going to try for this one. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up less than a minute into the third. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Nicole Hardman now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. You've set it downs for him from the 31. On the give, it's Tootin. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Jaguars have a first down. Inside give here for Tootin. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the shotgun, Lawrence chased out to his right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Here goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. On the move. Headed right. He's running with it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. They go inside give to Koski-Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Third and long for Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And they could really use a good one here. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Headed left. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. He'll come up on 1st and 10. Tootin with it. Still has some space inside the 35. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
13, son, it's a hunt. Hey, Mosey, you see it, Mosey.
Working inside the red zone. Looking slant route complete. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throws caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. First call here coming from the shotgun. Crosby Merritt gets it from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Gun, it's Mahomes. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced
territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Tootin on 1st and 10. They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
In the red zone now. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Taking a shot deep here. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
Mahomes throwing for 2. Defender's there. It's intercepted. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Hey, tomato.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kicked off by Jeffrey Bossa. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
A nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. Offense in a hurry up here.
43.
Mahomes. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Greg Newsome has it. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. the ground. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. We'll take a pause now. We saw him get blasted at the end of that run, and he's in some distress following the play. Team personnel heading out to help him.
Think right. Hey, so goes.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete left side to Thomas. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow the lead now to 22 points. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air, Mahomes. Ooh, quick there. They bring him to the turf. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here's Mahomes now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups, and that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's 2. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They're going to pass it here. Looking right, and he finds him. Sticks it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
43, 43, 15.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception yet another one count.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Running here with Tootin. And this hasn't been a common sign up with him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. Third and long for him here. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group.